pair of nines are looking good, aren't they?
They are at this juncture.
Unnatural block. Oh, it's meant to be.
But not no more. 3 sixes for Dave Colclough.
Wow.
He could bang heads with Ashley Hales right here.
Rise.
Right. Well,
Oops.
And,
6 to go.
6,000.
Michael Greco, is this one of those situations where Ashley Hales could rue not raising with the nines before the flop?
Quite possibly, yeah. He's going to find himself up against a re-race here with Dave.
Call.
Oh, it's just flat called.
Pass.
So Colclough
Pass.
slow playing this. Anything but a 9, and he's in beautiful shape.
Yeah.
Don't know if the warning bells are ringing in Ashley Hales' head.
I'll rise again.
And the question is,
We get 12 to go.
obviously,
12,000.
Dave Colclough would love to represent the 8. Does Dave know he's best?
I think he does, yeah. I'm sure he knows his best.
32,000 in the pot, and the bet is 12. Is it time for a raise?
I think it's time for a raise, yeah.
Call.
No,
He
it's
has
just flat calling.
called. He's going to let Ashley Hales try and hang himself. River card, anything but a 9, and the 6s are good.
Another 12.
12,000.
And obviously, Dave Colclough, he's not going to fold, but
Now he's going to raise.
Raised.
it's a minimum raise, I think, 24,000.
26.
No, 20,000 more.
Call. Call.
Okay. Another 14, yeah?
Another 14.
And Dave Colclough is stamping his authority on this game, 10-6 suited. Not a hand in any book, Michael Greco, but it has just won El Blondie, a 96,000 pot.
Well, that pot has got Ashley in a hell of a lot of trouble. If he'd have raised with his 9s pre-flop, I'm sure Dave wouldn't have called with his 10-6.
Okay, so I got lucky. Munch on haddocks. I was born lucky.
Born lucky, says Dave Colclough.
Put them down.
Let's check out the ranking of hands. Each 5-card poker hand falls into the official ranking of poker hands. Bottom of the ladder is high card only. A pair just above that, and 2 pair is higher still. 3 of a kind is 3 of a number, a straight. 5 cards in a row of any suit. A flush is 5 cards of the same suit in any order. Full house, 3 of a kind plus a pair. 4 of a kind is self-explanatory, and a straight flush is 5 cards all in a row of the same suit. Royal flush is top of the pops. That's a straight flush, ace high. If you want to find out more about poker, you can catch myself and Michael Greco in our exclusive video tutorials at www.5.tv/poker. There's everything on there that you need to know about the beautiful game, including info on the tournament and this week's competitions.
Raised to 4,000 total.
And
Call.
Colclough playing like he's got a train to catch. Mark Goodwin calling as well. And now Action Jackson. Well,
I'm going to see a raise here.
Re-raised. 10,000 more. 14 total. Pass.
that may just wrap
Pass.
this hand up. Although Colclough,
Call.
well, he is the kind of hand he wants to see a flop. He can
Wants
get
to
in
see a
trouble
flop.
with this, can't he?
Has Mark called as well, Mark Goodwin? I'm not sure if he's called or not.
It is. It's three-way. There's
Three-way.
45,000 in here.
Wow.
Trying to get,
And the pocket pair against the 2 suited connectors. I mean, you'd think they were playing for candy floss here, but it is a $360,000 tournament.
45,000 in the middle. That's a great flop. What a
Check,
flop.
check, and check.
We've got overcards, we've got a flush draw, we've got a 2 pair.
Well, I mean, let's just... Dave Colclough has a straight flush draw,
Check.
Now
and
we've got
now
a full house.
Mark Goodwin has a
8,000.
full house. It's been checked around, checked on the end of the turn. Now, looks like Paul Jackson is stuck in a bet of 8,000, and Dave Colclough is in a bit of trouble here. He might have loved his hand on the flop, but now with only 1 card to come, little does he know he's drawing dead to 1 card in the deck.
Whatever Dave here does here, I think Mark will obviously just flat call. He knows he's won this hand already. He knows he can't be beaten, so he's thinking, right, how do I extract the maximum amount of money out of these 2 guys?
It's all happened so fast. Dave Colclough,
Case before the flop, didn't you?
You might be wondering what Paul Jackson
Two
has.
anyway, don't need 2-2.
But Mark Goodwin is the one who's sitting with the nuts.
It's more of a loop. 2-2.
It's such a lovely position to be in, isn't it, Mark? He sat there with the best hand by far, and he's just thinking, okay, come on, Dave, stick in a bit of dosh, and let me just flat call you.
Call.
Bit of acting maybe coming up from Mark here, just kind of thinking, okay, well, what should I do now?
Well, what should Mark do?
Just flat call.
Raise.
This is an unbelievable hand.
25,000 more. 40,
And
33
Paul Jackson, who
total.
probably made a great check on the flop, now in a very interesting situation here. It was almost like a reverse bluff. He has to think that it's very hard for the other players to put him on 2 queens.
Yeah, what do you do? What do you do? You've got an overpair. You've got to then think, okay, what have they got? What is Dave betting with, and what is Mark raising with?
This is not the kind of situation that Paul Jackson expected to find himself in on hand number 6.
It's very hard for Paul to get away from this. It really is. He's got to think, okay, has he got a straight? You know, 7, 8, 6, and an 8. Has he got trip 8s? Has he got a straight?
The raise is 25,000, and Jackson has about, he'll have about 60,000. He's got about 75,000 in front of him right now.
I think the only thing that could entice a bet here is he's getting good odds. 25 grand in for, he's getting 4 to 1 his money. But does he really, he might think he's beaten, he might be drawing dead.
You don't envy Paul Jackson's decision right now.
You know, if Mark had just flat called Dave Colclough, I would have 99% sure we would have seen a raise from Paul. And then Colclough would have to folded or called, and then Mark could have then re-raised then. But
30 seconds, Paul.
as it is, he might not get any more action after this. I just can't see Paul calling this.
Tournament director Mad Marty Wilson has put Jackson on the clock. He has 20 seconds to make up his mind, or his hand is dead.
He's got to think he's losing. He's got to think that he's losing to either trip 8s or to or already made straight, at least.
5, 4.
Yeah, good fold.
That's a great fold.
It takes a good, like I said, it takes a good player to put a good hand down.
This is going to make me look what I passed. Jesus.
I can't wait to see this one on telly.
Sorry?
I can't wait to see this one on telly. I'm going to look very good or very bad.
If you'd have bet the flop, we'd have put the whole lot in, you know.
Huh?
Yeah, I mean, Colclough doesn't know how right he is.
Yeah, 7s or 6s, I think.
Dave might have been willing to go all the way on the flop, but with the turn, it's completely different.
Could have put it all on the flop, but I can't now.
Pass.
Go on, show us the last card. Be good for tea.
What a fantastic hand!
Yeah,
Requested to see.
Correct.
I mean,
Pass.
I mean, Mark Goodwin done very well to win this pot.
Forget it.
well, Mark Goodwin's taking the lead now with 139,000. He's he played 1 and won 1. Second Dave Colclough 111, all the way down to Ashley Hales, who unfortunately is on 60,000, but the blinds are still very low, so no need to panic. This heat could be over in at least an hour.
Assuming you're the same.
Yeah,
Black Turk on mine, yes?
probably.
Probably. Probably a robbery.
Mark Goodwin in the big blind,
Pass.
and Action Jack settling down.
Pass. Pass. Call.
Hale's in a situation where his chips
Call.
are starting to bleed away.
Call.
Let's see the flop. Chip flop.
If you put some more chips in the
That's
box,
Colclough from the small blind, and Mark Goodwin from the big blind says no
Raise,
cheap
12,000 more,
flops.
14 total. That's call.
No limpers allowed. You want to see the flop?
We raise all in.
Up.
Wow. How strong was that?
Very strong.
2 5s.
Very strong.
It's a great move.
It's a great move.
Take that.
Yeah.
55,000.
Take that, Mark Goodwin.
to the bank.
How long have we been playing? 15 minutes?
Why does that matter?
Yeah, because have I been long enough on the TV yet?
Oh, it's
People are not taking keys.
If you don't get blind for you, can be very more.
I think the Bad Turk's just doing a bit of showboating. He's not calling with an 8
He's
9.
loving it, isn't he? He's loving the TV
Give
coverage.
it a good dwell up.
Just wants a little bit more airtime and then he'll fold.
Show me your sunglasses.
I mean, don't even know what it is to call now.
Is there a red one there?